Okay, good evening, everybody. We are holding on 13th of Iyar. Yesterday we counted 28, so one up. Today you should count one up, and we will be discussing the order of the Kiddush cup. Also tonight and tomorrow. Primarily tomorrow, Pesach Sheni, the second Pesach, so we have to try to eat matzah tomorrow. Primarily, our custom is to eat matzah tomorrow. So I want to discuss the halacha of the day is about the Kiddush, about Kiddush. We make Kiddush Friday night and Kiddush Shabbos day. So a few laws about Kiddush. So number one is the cup that we're using has to be complete, meaning that the cup is not broken. There's it's not damaged. The cup is not damaged. And also, the Kiddush, the wine that you're using for Kiddush should be wine that no one drank from it before. If somebody drank from it, it's called pogum, like blemished wine. That's condition number two. So number one is it needs to be complete cup, not broken. Number two is that the wine should not be a wine that someone drank from. Yes, we say amoitzi on the matzah. If you eat tomorrow, God willing, you eat matzah, you say amoitzi lechem noetz. Not you don't say al achilas matzah. You wash your hands and you say amoitzi lechem noetz. Number three, in the laws of Kiddush, you should wash the cup from the outside and from inside, even using a cloth or a napkin to make sure that it's clean before you fill it up. Now, condition number four when it comes to Kiddush is you should fill it all the way to the top. And you have to make sure that you should at least have a revis. So a revis is about 3.1 ounce, 3.2 ounces. Make sure between 2.8 to 3.1, 3.2. So we have to make sure that the cup is full, at least with a revis. That's the minimal amount. Number five, condition number five is you should take the cup with two hands together, and then you would hold it only with your right. So you pick it up, you kablen, or you're taking with two hands, and then you leave it on the right hand. And the Chabad custom is to raise the cup with your right hand, and then transfer it to the left, and then afterwards, bring it from the top. I guess you raised it, let's say a foot, and then when you bring it down, you bring it down into the left hand. So if I have a cup here, we'll demonstrate holding a cup. First of all, taking your two hands, right? Kablen v'shnei on two hands. And your chazena be'emino levade. Minag chabad la'agbir be'emino. So you raise the cup with the right hand, transferring it to the left, and lowering it to the right. And also it says you have to make sure that obviously we're not using a cup like this with a handle for Kiddush. Not that it's isur, but its custom is not to use this type of a cup. But when you put it in your right hand, it says you have to make sure. It says kein beis kibul yodek fufa, that your hand is bent. Kein beis kibul, that it's like almost like a vessel that containing something. So it sits like this. The four rings are raised, and the thumb is to the side. A good mushkav matzad. And you have to raise it 3 tefachim. 3 tefachim is about 15 inches from the table. So this is 1 tefach, this is 2 tefach, 3 tefach from the table. You should look at the cup when you say Kiddush. That's number 6. Why? You shouldn't be distracted, not to think about other things. And when you say the words Yom HaShishi v'Echul HaShamayim in the beginning of Kiddush, then you should look at the candles. At that moment, you should look at the candles. The Gemara discusses that heal the eyes, so on. But when you say Yom HaShishi, you look at the candle. Look at the candle. The custom is to cover the chalas until after the Kiddush. During Kiddush and after the Kiddush, it needs to be covered. And after Kiddush, it should be seen as if it was just brought to the table. So you have to make sure that you have a tablecloth under the bread, and then a tablecloth on top of it, which is remembrance to the manna, to the man, that they had dew on the bottom, dew on the top, covering it, and that's why we have a cloth underneath. Besides that, should have a Shabbos. It looks like Shabbos day. The Shabbos table needs to be prepared for Shabbos. You have to honor the Shabbos. So it's prepared, but especially with the chalas, they need to have tablecloth underneath and a cloth on top to cover them. Our custom is to say tachnun. If you didn't daven mincha, you need to say tachnun in the davening of mincha. So that's it. We have about 6 things that we have to remember about Kiddush. Most of it we do anyway. Like for example, the cup shouldn't be broken. That the wine, not to use wine that somebody drank from it. And that's called yain pogum, blemished wine. To wash the cup before and after, something most people do. To make sure that you fill the cup to the top. Some people don't know it. It's a Chabad custom to fill it up to the top. It should be overflowing. And the cup needs to be at least containing 3.1, 3.2 ounces, at least the minimum amount. Today most cups are 4 or 5 ounces, so it's not a problem. And the order of how to take it is something that we have to kind of remember. To take it 2 hands, raise it, hold it with the right, then bring it to the left, and then the left brings it to the right. Make sure you hold it this way, that it's like base kibul, containing, your hand is almost like a vessel that contains the cup, holds the cup. And you should look at the cup at the time of when you say the Kiddush. Look at the cup, look at the wine, so not to be distracted. And we learned that when you say ve'echulu, you should look at the candles at that moment. When you say Yom HaShishi ve'echulu hashmayim ve'oretz, when we say these words, we are looking at the candles. And then to have a tablecloth on the table, and the chalas on top of the tablecloth, and then a covering on top of that. We don't say tachnun on Pesach Sheni. No, we don't say tachnun, but today the mincha, sometimes when it comes to Rosh Chodesh, we stop saying tachnun already by mincha. But when it comes to Pesach Sheni, we still say tachnun, and tomorrow we're not going to say tachnun. So the eve of Pesach Sheni, we don't say tachnun. Okay, guys, I'm going to close this video. I'll start another video on the Tanya of today. So stick with us.